Well, everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new Chinese historical epic, Do Yi Rescue. And this film is directed by Zhen Jiangfei and Guan Hu, and this film focuses on the story of, in 1942, Japanese ship Lisbon Maru with British POWs was torpedoed. Dongji fishermen saved 300 plus British soldiers and protected 3 during Japanese searches. And this particular film has action, has drama, has thrills. It's big scale on the high seas. And I think the elements of this film that really stand out are the action and thriller elements, because this film is able to capture scale. There's tons of these fisherman ships, which are also so well put together and feel very authentic. You have this big set piece with this sinking a Japanese ship, this battleship, and it all looks amazing. The set looks fantastic. The scaling of it all, the thrills. There's just so many exhilarating elements throughout this film that capture just the scale of it all. And sure, there's moments where they have to lean a little bit more heavily onto special effects, where you could probably see some seams in what they're trying to create. But as an action film, as a thriller, as this big-scale historical war epic kind of film, those elements work. Characterization-wise, I think a lot of these characters are pretty basic and fit specific archetypes, and, you know, just feels like, oh, well, we have our protagonist, and, like, this is who we're following, and you have this revenge plot perspective on it. And whenever the film really tries to dig into its humanity and the very personal dramas of it, it feels really melodramatic, and it's the choice of, like, the music and the staging, and it really clashes with the tone of the film when there's more action going on. It really took me out of the film to the point of, like, I felt like I was watching some kind of, like, TV movie melodrama anytime this tried to get intimate and very human amongst all of this revenge and actions and sinking ships and tons of ships on the sea. All of that stuff kind of overwhelms and overshadows the more personal moments. But I do think that this is an inspiring story. It is an epic story. And when you piece all that together, this offers some exhilarating elements and a really impressive, put-together kind of film in many aspects. It just feels like it's much shallower than it could have been, and leaves a lot of potential on the table to be a bigger, grander film. But I think the cast do a fine job of pulling these characters to life, selling the physicality of all of those elements, and telling a really good story taking place in a very horrific time in human history. But those are my thoughts on Do Yi Rescue. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.